Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Shreveport Connection with Tommy with your TNA Impact results, spoilers, whatever you want to call them, from the April 14th show of Impact on Spike TV. But first, I'm going to let you know a few things and questions. Will Jeff Hardy return to TNA as a babyface? Well, there's a report going from Mike Johnson saying that there's been no determination behind the regarding if and when Jeff Hardy will be brought back to the company in regard to the discussion of Hardy returning as a babyface. That subject has not even been discussed. Hulk Hogan cut a promo a few weeks back explaining his disappearance from TV and Immortal. Johnson then says that Hardy's status likely won't be discussed until after his April 20th court hearing in North Carolina. Okay, Dixie Carter's Twitter account has been suspended due to violations of terms of service. Twitter suspended TNA Wrestling president Dixie Carter's account today. Her account was suspended due to a violation of the website terms of service approximately a month ago. Background image featuring a photoshopped verified account logo was uploaded to the page. However, only Twitter may indicate that an account is verified. The terms of service reads, misuse of Twitter badges. You may not use a verified account badge or promoted products badge unless it is provided by Twitter. Accounts using these badges as part of profile pictures, background images, or in any way that falsely implies affiliation with Twitter will be suspended. According to Reader, Kemco, numerous users reported the violation account to Twitter, which led to the suspension. Carter launched the account in late 2009, coinciding with the arrival of Hulk Hogan's Twitter account, and was frequently plugged on TNA Impact up until a few months ago. Some people have speculated that her I am tweet last week was a response to users calling her out for misrepresenting the account as verified. So take it as you may. When you break the law, you get caught. You gotta pay. Okay, from the Impact Zone tapings, dark match, Ricky Reyes versus Sean DeVary. If you're not familiar with Sean DeVary, well, he's back in TNA. He wins the match with a Death Valley driver. Okay, they start off the TV portion. Show starts with Immortal, all of them, being Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, Jeff, and Karen Jarrett, Gunnar Murphy, Rob Terry, Ric Flair, Abyss, and Bully Ray. And don't forget Matt Hardy. Hogan said it's obvious to him and the Immortal Maniacs, this is the top talent in the ring. There's a stench of rotten crap through, so Mr. Anderson, get out here, brother. And Anderson joins Immortal in the ring. Hogan says, welcome to the big show. For the last 6 weeks, he gave him the chance to do the right thing. He had two chances. Do things the hard way, the Anderson way, or do things the easy way, the Immortal way. Instead, he spit in Immortal's face, so he spit in his face. Anderson says, bull. Anderson insults Hogan with his standard gimmick. Hogan punches Anderson, and Immortal swarms him and begins a beatdown. They hold Anderson up, and Hogan says Anderson has disrespected him for the last time. He's going to regret doing this and probably won't make it to lockdown because, gay boy, you don't mess with Immortal. But when Ray gets in Anderson's face and Anderson spits on him. Ray beats Anderson down as he's held back with Immortal, and an Immortal leaves while a beaten down Anderson is left in the ring. Well, first off, you got Douglas Williams with Magnus versus Orlando Jordan with Eric Young versus Jesse Neal with Shannon Moore versus Crimson with Scott Steiner. Shannon Moore started trouble with Steiner during the match, and Jesse Neal ran after them as they fought to the back. As the referee was distracted by Magnus and Young fighting, Abyss attacked Crimson and took him out of the match. Winner with a roll of the dice to Williams, Orlando Jordan. The reporter didn't see what Abyss did to Crimson, but the crowd popped hard for it, and Crimson was helped to the back by security and trainers. Matt Hardy with Bully Ray, Abyss and Ric Flair versus Kazarian with Beer Money, and Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels is with Fortune now, I believe. Okay, before the match started, Hebner ejected Immortal and Fortune from ringside. Winner with a new submission move, Matt Hardy. He grabbed Kaz like he was going to do a butterfly suplex and then locked his legs around Kaz's waist. Kaz submitted. So I wonder if that was a title shot or not. Okay, next off with, apparently it wasn't. Madison Rayne and Tara made their way to the ring. Madison says she hasn't been able to sleep the last 7 days. All she does is lie in the bed and rethink last week over and over again. If she had the opportunity to do things over, what would she do? If she could do it over again and she'd get back that bike up and run Mickey over again. However, Tara has forgotten her role, and she needs a reminder. Tara is supposed to do what she says. Mickey is why Tara has a job. If she continues to give her the slightest attitude, she'll make sure Tara is behind the makeup counter stocking lip gloss for minimum wage. Does she have something to say about that? Tara says she does. Mickey James' music hits, and she comes out wearing a sling. She says if Madison thinks a dislocated shoulder is going to stop her from beating Madison, she has another thing coming. At Lockdown, she's going to finish this. Since Mickey has joined TNA, Madison has been making her life a living hell. At Lockdown inside the cage, where there's no way out, she's going to show her how hardcore country she can get. Go, my girl. Hernandez with his guy, new guy. Also Rosita and Sarita, and the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, and Jeff Jarrett with Karen versus Matt Morgan and Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle. Joe sent Karen to the back at the beginning of the match. Angle chased Jarrett to the back towards the end of the match. Winner after a brass knucks shot from the Pope to Samoa Joe, the Pope, Hernandez, and Jeff Jarrett. Hernandez then hits Morgan with the brass knucks after the match as well. Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff are in the ring. Hogan says the rubbers hit the road. Things are heating up and Immortal is taking care of business. So Rob Van Dam, get out here. RVD joins Eric Bischoff and Hogan in the ring. Hogan asks RVD not to make the same mistake Anderson did. Remember when he brought Rob in March of 2010, the attitude he had only got him so far. Now with his new attitude, he's showing RVD takes a back seat to no one. When an opportunity presented itself, RVD took it and pinned the world champion Sting, and it was awesome. Sting makes his way to the ring to respond. Sting says that it is a lie because Rob never saw what Anderson did. He didn't see Anderson lay him out, and Rob wouldn't take a win like that. Sting says he's not taking his eye off the issue, and that's getting rid of Hogan and Bischoff at Lockdown. If RVD is a better man, he could win the world title. If he decides to join these jabronis, then the only way he's getting the title is over his dead body. RVD leaves without saying, as Hogan does the RVD pose. Bischoff says Sting has had a great career, but Hogan has been outplaying him his whole entire career. And soon there's going to be a checkmate for him. Sting says maybe, but the checkmate is mine. Sting boots Bischoff in the stomach and hits the Scorpion Death Drop as Hogan begs him not to. Hogan begs off Sting and points to the back brace he's wearing. Sting says he's going to take a move from Hogan's playbook and take care of him on his time, not Hogan's. Next match is Abyss versus James Storm, winner by Black Hole Slam. Abyss. Ric Flair, Matt Hardy, and Bully Ray come down after the match to celebrate with them. They get ready to beat Storm down, but Kazarian, Robert Roode, and Christopher Daniels run down for the save. Yet again. Alright, then you got Mr. Anderson versus Immortal in a gauntlet match announced as your main event. Next up was Velvet Sky out, and she looks angry. She gives Angelina one last chance to talk to her face to face and explain her actions as of late. If she doesn't like what she has to say, she has no problem whooping that butt. Angelina comes out to winner's music. Velvet shoves her twice. Angelina spears Velvet and delivers some blows. Love then grabs a chair, brings it into the ring. She DDTs Velvet on the chair, and then Winter comes out and motions for Angelina to come to her. Love leaves, and Winter as referee checks on Velvet. And your main event, gauntlet match, Mr. Anderson versus Immortal. Gunner, Murphy, Rob Terry, and Bully Ray are the members of Immortal in the match. Murphy is out first. Anderson beats him with a mic check. Rob Terry is out next. Anderson also beats Terry with a mic check. Gunner is next. Anderson eliminates Gunner with a mic check. Finally, we have Bully Ray. Ray knocks the referee out during the match and then drags Anderson up the ramp. He drags him onto the stage and he grabs his chain. Hulk Hogan comes out and mocks Anderson. He takes his brace off and gets ready to powerbomb Anderson off the stage. Sting comes out with his baseball bat to stop him. Abyss comes up behind Sting, but he eats a bat shot as well. Ray tries to get Sting, but he gets a bat shot for his efforts. Sting surveys the carnage left on the stage and leaves as his music plays. End of your TNA Impact taping for 4/14. They might have another one tomorrow night. I have to work, so I will be posting it real late. And stay tuned. Thanks for viewing. See y'all tomorrow or whenever they have the next taping.